Hello there. We're live.
We are live. What's up? Hello, everybody. I can't see my screen. I don't know if anyone else can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. Since my browser failed to play the video. Prepare to rumble review. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome inside the booth.
And hey, guys.
Chris, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. We got a special guest last minute.
I've been wanting to do this for a while.
That's right. And Phil.
And I'm with the famous Phil, Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles. We got it.
Close enough. That's good.
Well, and I so officially meet you now, Phil.
You can call me Chris. That's
Chris.
That's my real name.
Chris, you shaved your.
I'm not shy about that.
You shaved your beard.
A little bit, yeah. Well, I was in LA this weekend.
Trimmed it up.
Meeting with some investors, so I had to look presentable
and
civil. You know, when you're asking people for a few $1 million, you gotta look trustworthy.
Kind of like me right now, huh? Do I look trustworthy? Hey,
Dan, you got the look. You got the look. Trust me.
Hey, paisano, huh?
Paisano. So, have you guys watched? Have you watched The Offer?
No,
I have.
Right, Phil? Is it not the shit? Pardon my language.
Oh yeah, Chris, we don't do that here.
Leave that out.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It is
the writing,
knees.
You know, I'm a film school junkie, aside from being film school rookie. So I have some inside baseball on a lot of that stuff, and you know, everyone likes to give Coppola a hard time, but the bro put his life on the line for that film, literally. And the same thing with Alan Rudd. I love the show. I watched the 8 or 9 episodes that were released.
Which show is
it? Then I forced my wife to sit down and watch.
Matthew, what's up?
Yeah, hey Matthew.
Hey Matthew.
Chris here. I forced my wife to watch The Godfather 1 through 3.
Oh, there you go. Godfather's.
Because when you get the backstory behind the making of the film, it's just colorful, it's rich, it's mind blowing, whatever. And I have so much respect for the guys at Paramount after watching, you know, 9 episodes or 8 episodes of The Offer, and then going back and watching The Godfather.
Nice,
beautiful.
So tonight we are doing a rumble on 3 movies. We're going to be doing The Untouchables. We're also going to be doing Oscar, and we're doing Donnie
Brasco. Okay, I confess I haven't watched it yet, but I really, really want to.
Oh, Tommy Brasco's on Netflix.
Have you seen the interview that the real Donnie Brasco did, talking about his relationship with Johnny Depp?
Oh no, I didn't see that. That'd
Well,
be cool.
yeah, Brasco was an embedded informant for, I think,
What's up,
14
Rogue
plus years.
Disney?
Yeah.
Hey, Rogue Disney.
Oh, Matthews, that's Rogue Disney. Got it, man.
All right.
that's
So,
fun.
anyways, so everybody that's watching and who's going to watch later, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to check out our merchandise. Boop, 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 boo. I can't find the video. Oh, here. I
What
moved
is
the
this
video.
place? What is it that you do here? Merchandising. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So there it is.
There it is.
We also have koozies to make your sodas cozy.
All right.
And
Mugs.
I'll buy a koozie from my bubbly.
Forget about
Or
it.
bubbly. Yes,
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Interesting movie.
Yeah.
Well, since we're waiting for my brother, why don't we just talk a little bit about the movies and what we kind of like, dislike, just kind of a general idea of the movies and stuff. Because my brother.
Hey Dan, just an FYI, I may have to jump out at a moment's notice because I do have a production call lined up.
Okay.
We had to juggle some things around, but if I have to hop out, you'll know why. But I'll plug the film now. 3 Days in Hell.
3 Days in Hell. That sounds like a good movie.
Jim Caviezel is our MC and actor. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Nice.
We're going to, I was in LA this last weekend and met with my investors. Jim Caviezel, The Count of Monte Cristo, Highlander, Passion of the Christ, Person of Interest. I mean, Jim's been in so much. The guy's an angel. I adore him. He's just a beautiful man, beautiful person. And if you haven't watched any of Jim's work, you'll be blown away. He's an absolutely brilliantly talented actor.
He is.
And probably most well known for his portrayal as Jesus in The Passion of the Christ. And the film that I've written with my partners is our goal is for it to be a bridge between The Passion of the Christ and the Resurrection, which Mel Gibson is actively working on producing.
Nice.
So yeah, that's my plug. Back to you, Dan. I'm sorry.
Oh no problem.
Forget about it.
Forget about
it.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah, just forget about it. Yeah.
That's sweet, man. That's cool. I like it a lot. So
Yeah.
that's going to be the name of the movie.
3 Days in Hell.
3 Days in Hell. Sweet. I'll definitely keep an eye out for it.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll make some news coverage.
Absolutely.
Since after July, we're going to be starting to do some news type worthy stuff. So,
Well, I had an interesting few hours today because I realized my investors worked with a certain person who refused to testify on Amber Heard's behalf. And I kind of said, "Hey guys, can we address this? Because I don't want to move forward if we're still attached to this certain actor." And they're like, no, we settled that a few years ago. Don't worry about it. So, but it's a small town. When you get to this level and work on these deals and whatnot. So I was a little, I was a little stressed out for a few hours today because I'm like, well, everyone in the world knows who the umbrella guy is, and he's mentioned this guy, and I'm like, I don't want that name anywhere near my project. So I'll leave it at that.
Nice.
Yep.
All right. So we'll start with talking about The Untouchables. What did you guys think of that movie?
It was good.
Has it been anyone's first time watching the movie?
No.
This is my first time watching all of the movies.
Oh, wow.
Did you like him, Phil?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it says.
Oh yeah, Phil approved.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Oscar was the only one I didn't see, so I watched that first. I thought like it's a comedy. I was not expecting a comedy.
Oh, really? Yes.
Right.
It is
I thought it was
comedy.
going to be all dark films, and I'm like, oh, okay.
No, we had to throw some comedy in there. It's a good movie. Stallone knocked it out of the park. It's one of those like movies that are like unrated. Like, what is it called? Where it's like
Unrated.
it doesn't get a lot of recognition, but yet
it's underrated. Underrated. There you go.
Underrated. So yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. Actually,
Oh wow.
I've watched that 100 times or more, probably more. But you know,
I found out it was based on a French film like a long time ago. It was like a remake and based on a play. Yeah.
Yep. And I was gonna say based on a play. Yep. And it's funny because there's one scene where I was gonna say where Stallone he goes up to his daughter and he's like, and it looks like he's about to sing, and then he doesn't. Like a musical.
Adrian.
I know what part you're talking about.
I got something I want to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I love Talia Shire in all the Godfather films. I think she was better in that than in Rocky, but it's not taken away from her performance in Rocky, but she was an amazing supporting actress.
She was.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh yeah.
Untouchables with Kevin Costner. What did you guys think of that one? I said that, but we went into Oscar instead. So,
well, I'll let these gentlemen fill the question first because I'm usually full of opinions. So I want to give the floor to Matthew and Phil.
There you go.
Go ahead, Phil.
Wait, what?
The spotlight is on you, young man.
That's
the
right.
Spotlight's on me. Okay. Yeah. So I essentially thought that this was pretty cool.
Like Kaylee, love Kaylee. She's a sweetheart.
Brandon
Looney Tunes fan.
Brandon, yeah.
Hey.
But yeah, I thought the movie was pretty cool. If I remember correctly, like there was like, guess the three movies that kind of like blurred together in for me because I watched them pretty much back to back. My fault. So like, didn't they have like a court scene where they had to pull a guy out in this movie?
Yeah.
Okay, so I liked how that like I immediately recognized that actor from Michael Jackson's "You Rock My World" as one of the gangsters. And I said, "Yes, I recognize that dude. I don't know his name, but I recognize that dude." So,
nice.
Yeah, that was a bit of fan service for me.
Good.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Fan service is always great, right?
Oh yeah.
It feels so personal.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Sorry.
But pretty much, overall, I think
congratulations, Looney Tunes fan.
Mm-hmm. 569. That's like a magic number almost.
Exactly.
Right.
Sorry, Phil. Go ahead. Go ahead, Phil.
Oh no, I just wrapped up what I said that I thought the movie was really cool.
It was pretty decent. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty decent. I thought it was pretty good. I liked how it was in Chicago though. Like the setting was in Chicago because I live an hour away from Chicago.
There you go.
So that kind of hit home to me a bit.
Nice. So you know a little bit about Al Pacino, right? I mean, not Al Pacino. Al Capone.
Phil, are you a made man?
Wait, what?
Are you a made man?
Are you
a made man?
Sorry.
Are you a friend with us or a friend with me?
With me.
Yes and yes.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're done with the serious stuff, I'll share some cool stories I got this weekend in LA. It'll blow your mind. Because I ran into Michael Madsen and his wife Marley
What?
at the hotel I was staying at in Burbank. So go ahead. But yeah, that's just I'm teeing up a cool story. So go ahead.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a classic film, The Untouchables. They have the staircase scene, which is a shout out to another film. The slow motion with that. That's probably my favorite sequence. It's well done, very well done.
I like how was it Naked Gun makes fun of that staircase scene.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny.
Yeah. But yeah, I can watch. It's one of those films you can watch over and over again, and it doesn't really get tired. It's really well written.
I think it stands up to the test of time.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Definitely does.
Oh, for sure.
I think all these movies stand up to test of time, really. My first time watching Donnie Brasco, and even though I wasn't too fond of all the swearing and the one boat scene where some chicks had boobies hanging out, but
forget about it.
Forget it.
But the story, since it's like a story about based on a true story.
Yeah,
it was definitely interesting.
Well, Donnie was with the Lucchese family for 14 years, and he was an FBI informant going into the very beginning. And there's actually some really cool interviews on YouTube where you can see Donnie Brasco talk about his relationship with Johnny Depp and how Depp kind of learned Donnie's mannerisms and whatever, because they made the film, right?
Right.
But it's a crazy, dangerous world, because actually my writing partner, I won't mention his last name, but he is, I'll say he's a Calabrese. And he's got cousins and uncles and family that are made, if you will.
Oh, okay.
But he's, I love this. I take a bullet for this guy. He's an amazing human being. He's my writing partner on this film and a few others. But he's told me some
wise guy.
No, he's not quite a wise guy, But he's got enough Italian blood to put anyone to shame,
Nice.
He knows what happened. He knows what's going on. Okay.
Right on.
So don't piss me off. You don't piss me off, it won't piss him off. Okay.
That's right.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Forget about it.
Capiche.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
Capush.
Don't call me boss. Okay, boss.
So the forget about it thing, but I will say the forget about it line, that actually that's a Donnie Brasco original.
Oh, is it really?
Yes. Donnie. Yeah. Oh, forget about it. Yeah. No. Brasco kind of coined.
Oh, that's where that came from.
Oh, that's
yeah.
When they're sitting on the couch discussing what it all means.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was Pacino.
Yep. Al Pacino.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Yeah.
Michael
Who else was in
Madsen.
that? Michael was in it.
Yeah.
Of course, Michael's also well known for. What's the HBO series? I should know this. A few brain farts here. And I met. Speaking of Michael, he's cool, he's fun, but Marley, she's a good-looking woman. And I'll say this: we were in the elevator, and Michael's like, "Oh, Marley, I need a cigarette." Bro he'd had a few drinks. We'll put it that way. And he's like, "Yo, my boys," we're getting we just got out of the elevator to go to our room, and Michael and Marley were getting on the elevator going down to the lobby, and it's one of those hotels in Burbank where you see everybody.
Mike.
Nice.
But he was very, very professional, very respectful. And Marley was a sweetheart. They were nice people. But this is one thing I want to put out there for our audience is, actors are normal human beings, and they have the same everyday struggles as the rest of us. Sometimes worse because of the caliber of their personality, right? Everyone knows who they are.
Right, under the spotlight,
if
they do something wrong.
Yeah,
They
so
get crapped on.
the hammer comes down.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Well,
yeah.
the media sucks. That's why.
Well, it's for them
Mainstream
controversy. So controversy is the fuel of their economy, right? Because I even realized the
very
other day
true.
when I was hanging out with my wonderful, amazing wife. We just celebrated our 30th anniversary last weekend.
Oh, nice! Congratulations.
And thank you. She said, isn't it kind of weird? It feels like all the news is about controversy. I'm like, I think it's always been that way, honey, but more so now than ever because people don't care unless there's a controversy.
Yeah, that's
right?
good.
Yeah.
Good observation.
So, and hey, Dan, I hung out with Manu for about an hour and a half.
Oh,
I love
you?
that guy to death. He's such a good
cool.
soul.
Yeah,
he's such a good soul. And I'm trying to help him with his film. Yeah, you know the project.
Yeah.
But we had a great weekend. So anyway,
cool.
I'll stop emceeing the show and taking over. Stealing your.
Michael Madsen's best film is Free Willy.
Yeah.
When he's not doing gangster films.
Yeah. Exactly. Go ahead, man.
No, it's all right. That's fine with me because we're still waiting for my brother. I don't know what happened to him. He got lost in a cave or something.
Do we need to rough that boy up?
I think
Forget
so.
about it.
Rough him up.
What is he stuck in a toll booth?
Maybe he's stuck in the bathroom.
I got a solution for the toll booth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just run through it.
How well you like your brother?
No, I like my brother. I like my brother just.
All right, we won't wipe him out today, okay? We'll give him a chance. All right. Yeah, forget about it.
Yeah, forget about it.
We'll give the man another chance.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
Cool. So these 3 movies are good. Let me open up, since my brother is running late, let me open up his list, what we're supposed to be talking about.
Oh yeah, the questions. All right.
The questions, yeah. Where the heck is it? Sorry about that. You guys can talk amongst each other while I'm looking.
I found the questions.
Oh, I just found it too. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Here.
So the rounds. Number 1 is, who is the most sadistic in the films? Number 2 is there any redeemable qualities? And number 3 is, which mob character is the most likable?
Hey Dan, those are really good questions. And I was thinking actually probably a month or 2 ago, what you and your brother are doing. I'm like, man, you guys have the makings of a situation where you could put Grace Randolph out of business. And don't get me wrong, I've followed Grace Randolph for years, but after the shit she pulled, sorry, man, after the garbage she pulled this last week or 2 with Obi-Wan Kenobi and promulgating all that racist baloney, I was just like, I get the pressure, I get the Hollywood structure, I get the whole kind of shill vanguard,
right?
And that's the thing that bugs me the most is why is Hollywood so afraid of legitimate criticism? Because if they write something that's garbage, they should be able to receive it, but they throw all of us under a bus because they're like, oh, well, you're a racist, It's like,
well, they should be able to take the criticism and be like, okay, maybe I can try better next time, or they didn't like how I wrote it. That's their problem, not mine.
In a normal world, that would be the case.
Yeah,
that would be the case, right?
Right.
But nowadays, everything is reactionary media. Mm-hmm. It's all about, oh, well, if you think this way, then you're, right of center or alt-right.
Yeah,
and whatever. And
if you think a certain way that we can't have conversation, or
Yeah.
you're an idiot somewhat.
because there's some people I'm friends with on Twitter, people that actually one critic in particular, she writes for Collider, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 other publications. She's an absolute sweetheart. I love her to death, but she's politically and ideologically and spiritually, we couldn't be more opposite. And she's
Right.
she's young enough to be my daughter, but I see this influence in media to where everyone kind of feels this almost subconscious pressure to jump on the bandwagon and attack anyone that's coming against the narrative that's put out there, and it's depressing, it's discouraging, it's sad.
Yeah, and they attack in almost a devilish way, like a satanic way. They don't even attack. I mean, they don't even say, okay, let's think about it, let's talk about it. They just kind of get on the offensive side.
Yeah.
They're wasting their energies where they can actually be creative, actually go out and create something. It's quite annoying.
It is.
I like to go back to when film first got started. We don't know what we're doing. We're just putting something out there. Let's see what happens. Maybe it'll work.
Right. Well, and that's
back to that.
And if you think about it, that in our day and age, the 80s and 90s was almost like the high point of film and stuff, where it was creative and people that were not particularly in the industry was able to get a foot in the door and be able to film something like Stallone with Rocky.
It was the Bronze Age of cinema. We had the gold, we got the silver screen. Now the 90s was the bronze, and
that's it. And then I don't know what happened. I think greed and just evil and greed happened, and people didn't want to spread the wealth and let other people try.
Well, it's interesting too to the bigwig that's in jail now. He controlled a lot of the stuff that was going to go through, the Weinstein guy. So after he went to jail, a lot of the flood came in after that. He was like a sentinel for creativity, in my opinion.
Right.
But halrable stuff that he did. And then you had the guy from Disney and Hayao Miyazaki guy that I forget his name, but he was the main forerunner of that. He's kind of controlled everything, and now he left. And everything's off the rails because of kind of these one guys that had control and power in the creative force, but then they messed up.
It's almost like a mafia on its own, really.
Yeah.
What's up, bro?
All right. So Dan, we have a new guest here. Why don't you go around and reintroduce everyone now that we have David here? Yeah,
right.
Man.
The ghost showed up.
The ghost is here.
No, the original ghost.
The original.
That's right, the OG.
Showed up here. I'm the rebooted ghost.
There is no spoon.
Awesome.
There is no spoon.
Exactly.
All right.
So where you guys at?
All right.
We were just chit-chatting. We're waiting for you to really start us off here.
Can I jump in?
Seriously.
I have never, I love Matthew McConaughey, but what the F did that boy pull off this last week?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, my Lord.
I only heard a little bit about it.
Are we talking about the White House thing?
Yes. I was like, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, there's just, more acting going on in White House. That's all.
That's coming from Mike. What is?
I'm hearing voices.
That is.
I'm hearing music.
That's Bangra.
That's not me.
That's not me either.
I don't know where it's coming. It's coming from my computer. I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry, guys.
Is it racing Matthew?
That's amazing.
Bhangra. Yeah, my wife is Indian, so Bhangra and Bollywood music and all that kind of stuff is very common for me.
Nice.
Hey, the GilkMan is here. The Milkman.
Hey, Milkman.
The Gilkinator. What's up, bro?
Nice.
He
Gilk.
loves the Untouchables. Kevin Connery, Robert De Niro.
Kevin Connery. You mean Kevin Costner?
Kevin Costner. Yeah, I think he was mixing Connery with Sean Connery and Kevin Costner.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
Incredible cast, but even better movie. Yes, it is.
So you want me to kick this off since you've been waiting patiently for me?
Yes, go for it.
All right, guys. My daughter just confessed. She's like, "Dad, I played a funny on you." Like my 6-year-old daughter. She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. I didn't realize you were in live stream." So she kind of because we share a Spotify account, so she apologizes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. That's
she said, "Tell them your 16-year-old daughter was trolling you." Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
There you
so
go.
here we go. Here we go. We got 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, my bad. I gotta open up my notes real quick. So 3 rounds. There it is.
Forget about it.
First round. Who is the most sadistic in the films? Second round. Is there any redeemable qualities? And third round. Which mob character is most likable? And for anybody who doesn't know at this point, should know by now, we are doing this based on The Untouchables, Donnie Brasco, and my favorite, Oscar.
Yep.
So we'll just start with, I guess, I don't know what you guys see, but I'm going to just start with my brother since he's to my left when I face the screen. So, and it'll work all the way across the top.
Hey, Dan, thanks for finally joining us, man.
Across the bottom.
All right, I'm just rubbing your nose in it, bro. It's all right.
Nice.
Don't mind me. It's been a long weekend into my week.
Nice.
So back from my trip to LA, the whole week has been crazy.
Oh, cool.
So I actually jumped in the stream with you guys because I was supposed to have a meeting with my investor and production crew, and they're like, "Oh, it's not going to happen right now." So I DM'd Dan. I'm like, "Bro, I want to get in your stream." We've had some fun.
There we go.
So, yeah, man.
So Chris is here.
I'm here, and I'll tell you about 3 Days in Hell because I'm so pumped.
Oh, nice.
It's been a year in the making, and I'm like, woo! Okay, I'm excited. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so start with round 1, starting with my brother. We get 3 minutes apiece. I don't know if that's going to be too long now that there's 5 people, but 3 minutes apiece. So here we go. Dan, ready to kick it off?
Sure.
Which mob character is the most sadistic? Go.
Okay, so in my opinion, since I'm looking at like main characters, so I'm going to pick Al Capone from The Untouchables, because obviously I know a little bit about him, and
personally,
well, not personally.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know, I didn't like hang out with the guy. Maybe in a past life, but just the way he can kill somebody. Yeah, just the way he can kill somebody open in the public and in cold blood with no repercussions or anything. Just makes it like, man, that's just crazy. Hits the guy with the bat and bam, 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 and everybody's just like looking at him going, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." Because I didn't think Al Pacino's character in Donnie Brasco was that sadistic. So now the other guys, there might be some other guys that were a little bit more sadistic in the movie, but they didn't show a lot about them. So I'm sticking with Al Capone.
Al Capone. All right.
Yeah, man.
I guess it's my turn.
Well, Pacino, like, I'm sorry, guys.
No, go ahead. My brother's got a minute left.
After watching, David, am I cutting your time, man? I'm sorry.
I'm the time guy. Don't worry, you got time.
So, after watching The Offer on Paramount this last week, because I'm a film school graduate, right? So I learned a lot of this background, this history, about guys like Coppola and Scorsese and Lucas, and they were all in the same cohort from USC Film School. Did you guys know that?
No clue.
Yeah, well, they were buddies. So you kind of see the story. You kind of like this is information. It's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not proprietary information, but
Oh,
when you watch a show like The Offer and you see the reality behind a film like The Godfather, these producers, directors, Hollywood guys, they were literally dealing with the mob to make this film happen. And of course, The Godfather is one of my favorite films ever because it was so raw, it was so real. And everyone's like, "Oh, why do you like Coppola?" Is it because his daughter was in Godfather 3, or because Nick Cage is his nephew? I'm like, no, I like Coppola because the man.
oh, Dan's time is up.
Dan. All right. So,
Cricket.
but Coppola was literally, the guy was a visionary director. Okay.
Yes, he was.
Right.
And the more time that goes on, the more I'm realizing the heyday of Hollywood was the 70s, not the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Before 1980, we had Scorsese, we had Coppola, we had all right, I'm drawing a blank here, but Apocalypse Now, THX 1138, that was Lucas's first film. We had The Godfather from Coppola. I mean, it was really a foundational time in Hollywood, and the 80s kind of played off that. Lucas
For new filmmakers, yes.
For new filmmakers, yes.
The new era, yeah.
So if you've never been in film school and you're not familiar with the term cohort, so we're talking Scorsese, Lucas, Coppola. There were 2 or 3 other guys, even Alejandro Jodorowsky.
I'll put Spielberg in there.
And Spielberg was in there.
Jaws was amazing.
Correct. So they were all in the same kind of University of Southern California film score cohort, and they worked together. So I got to pay homage to these guys outside of who they are personally or spiritually or morally. These guys poured creatively into an industry that we're all kind of drawn into nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking up to guys that are probably 4, 5, 6, 8 years, maybe 10 years older than me at the most. I'm probably the oldest guy in the podcast here. I'm 53 last weekend.
Yep. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you, Dave.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you. 53. I feel like an old man.
Here's to another 53.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, that would be amazing, right? And my wife and I just celebrated 30 years of marriage. So,
Nice,
I'm almost a relic nowadays, right?
That's it.
With 5 children and 30 years of marriage, everyone looks at me like I have some kind of weird disease. But from a professional perspective, it's just criminal to ignore what these guys brought to the industry. Right. Even because my wife was like, "Why do you want to watch the show, The Offer?" Right. And I told her about Danny Brosco because my wife loves Johnny Depp. We were following the trial with Amber Heard and all that kind of stuff, and I'm working with 2 of my investors, producers, whatever. They worked with Johnny and Franco and a couple other people. Like I mentioned before, there were some concerns, and I said, please tell me you don't have an active relationship with James. And James, if you watch the stream, bro, I love you. Don't take it the wrong way, but please get your act together, okay? And I absolutely respect the fact that you were man enough and intelligent enough not to give testimony against Johnny Depp, because Johnny is a golden soul. The man did not do anything wrong, okay? And this is not a pro Johnny Depp show here, okay? Dan,
of course not.
Dave, forgive me, right? But I've got very, very close friends that know Johnny, that have known Johnny for 30 years, and they from the get-go, they're like, everything that's been said about him is an absolute falsehood. I'll leave it at that.
Nice.
But so
I got
Fear and Loathing was
left.
a trip.
Yes.
That's a chip of a movie.
Well, that's a whole nother discussion, right?
Ah,
Yeah.
So
my time's up, guys. Matthew
All right.
James, your turn.
all right, go ahead.
Where were we?
Most sadistic.
All right,
Yeah.
hey, David, hold on a second, Dan. Just a second. Dan, I DM'd you a picture of me and Caviezel from last weekend.
Okay.
But I will also DM you.
I want to be DM'd.
Yeah, on Twitter. A very, 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 very. Oh wait, I gotta make sure it's the right thing. Because you brought up Fear and Loathing.
Yeah. That's a trip
Right.
of a movie.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, he got to work with, the Hunter S. Thompson. Like, he locked Johnny Depp 3 or 4 days in this basement. So I found. Yeah.
All right, Dan. Check out the DMs. You let me know you think it's appropriate. But I will say I've had conversations with a lot of very significant people in Hollywood, whether it's TV or film, and the whole and this is directly related to my friendship with Caviezel. Because Jim got eviscerated in the press last fall. And
I think I remember that.
Yeah, well, you've got Will Sommer, this little shrimp piece of crap guy from yeah, this shrimp garbage little tiny human boy from I've been around this guy twice. The second time I met him, I called him out, and the bro was he was shivering in his boots. I thought he was gonna piss himself. He's like, I don't know, 5'2". I'm like 6'1". He's like, hey, listen, can you not agree with me if this stuff is false, that we should call it out? But if it's reality, we should also call it out. And he was like trembling. Dude, I wanted to punch this guy square in his face so bad. Anyway, so that was 2-3 years ago. Then he went after my buddy Jim Caviezel personally. So, hey, Will Sommer, if I ever see you face to face again, bro, I'm going to lay your short, shrimpy ass out on the ground. And y'all can hold me to that, because he's a coward and a liar. And most of these people in the media, the Hollywood press, the mainstream media, they are liars. They will print articles with falsehoods and exaggerations, and it's all about sensationalism.
You're preaching to the choir, man.
Yeah, nothing new here.
I know you guys know, but I'm just saying, we converted someone to our team this last weekend. I'll say his name, Manu. I showed him some things, and he looked at me. He said, Chris, Chris, I am blown away. He said, I have never seen this stuff before. I said, Manu, this stuff has been going on since the 60s. And he told me, he's like, bro, I thought this was all some weird QAnon blank, right?
Right.
I said, no. I said, ask yourself, why in the world did Depp and Del Toro talk about this in a film, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which is the mid-90s, right?
This is backcountry.
Right.
That's right, guys. But when I showed him his eyes welled up with tears. He said, I literally, I don't know what to say. I got to process this. I said, we'll talk about it later. But I will tell you guys, Manu Intrayami is a stand-up mofo. I love
every time you say his name, I'm thinking of Mono Hands of Fate.
But
nice.
And Manu's the kind of guy. It's like, yeah, my parents were weird hippies. They gave me a weird name, but Manu's a good guy. I'm telling you, I've spent enough time with him over the last year and a half to tell you, he is a solid human being. I love that man. He's a good, absolutely down-to-earth human being. And I'm one of those bizarro, not Hollywood people. I live in the East Coast in Virginia, right outside DC. And when I've got stuff going on, I go out to LA, whatever, and hang out. But there are more solid, moral people in the industry than you guys could imagine. Because the way I approach my relationship with these people is I see you as a fellow human being, a brother in humanity. I don't even delve into my faith as a follower of Christ, but guys like Lee Shorten. Lee is an amazing actor. I don't want to name drop, but I've hung out with a lot of these guys, and most of them are heavily influenced by mainstream media, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I hope this doesn't come back to bite me. I'm about to send Lee a DM. I was like, bro, I dropped your name in a live stream last night, just so you know. It doesn't come back to bite you. But most of these people are reasonable human beings.
Right.
Because I hate the politics of the last 5 years of our existence, right? I hate it.
Yeah.
It's
5 years.
Deplorable, to use a word we all know, right?
Yeah.
That's a good word.
But it's much more it's much more about us treating our fellow human beings, whatever your race, ethnicity, background, religion, political influence. Let's all be honest and real with each other, right?
Yes.
So anyway, but Dan, check your DMs on Twitter. I sent you some stuff that I think will blow your mind. So
thank you.
The stage is yours. I'm sorry for dominating everything.
I go Robert De Niro.
You picked Robert De Niro.
You got 2 minutes left, Matt. No,
forget about
50.
it.
Forget about 50. It. Yeah, the baseball scene alone is the most sadistic.
Al Capone,
yeah, that's definitely the most sadistic out of all three of the films.
Sadistic.
Yeah. Plus, too, you get a sense of like his evilness, like in the beginning of the film, where the camera drops down and they're doing the razor on him, and he gets cut a little bit, and he's he just gives an eye to like the guy, and he's so scared out of his mind. Yeah. Like that film just draws you in. Like that is a perfect scene to draw you in.
Yep.
Incredible scene. Yeah. That's a great scene.
Definitely is.
And then the whole corruption with the cops. Yeah. I mean,
I like how they filmed
everybody.
Too. That was a good film.
Apparently, everybody thinks Al Capone is the most sadistic so far.
That's right.
And I didn't even say anything yet.
Everyone. I love the way everyone talks about Capone like he's such a badass, right? You guys.
It's unfortunate that we glorify that, though, which is kind of disgusting,
Yeah.
It is. If you guys have seen the film with Sheila Booth and Tom Hardy and the other guy, I forget his name, but so this is kind of close to home for me. I live in Northern Virginia, but an hour drive away, Appalachia's right there. So during Prohibition, I got to look up the film, but it's a beautiful, amazing story of American history.
Lawless?
No, give me a second. All right, I'm looking at Shia's filmography. Don't steal my thunder. Please. All right. My wife's always joking. Honey, you got it. You got it.
Matthew, you're done.
You got to take the stage, all right? Matthew, I'm sorry. I will, guys. I promise I'll shut my mouth after this.
All right, Chris.
Let you guys.
You got 3 minutes. Chris, you got 3 minutes. Go.
3 minutes. All right. Blah 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 blah. All right. All right, audience, bear with me. I'm looking up Shia LaBeouf's filmography, and I love Shia.
So, Chris, who's the most sadistic out of the three films we're grumbling over?
Well, I'll say Pacino, because I think he naturally understands that demeanor, And I'm still looking. She is
From Donnie Brasco movie.
not Donnie Brasco. So, all right, I cannot find it, and I'm not going to waste your guys' time. But so Tom Hardy, Sheila Booth, and the guy from I want to say he's from The Walking Dead, but it was a story about a family of moonshiners.
Yeah,
And
Lawless. That's Lawless.
Lawless.
There, I said that earlier. I said it earlier.
There you go. All right, Matthew, you're the man of the hour. So that was actually based on a true story of a family of moonshiners in the hills of Appalachia. You know, I live in Northern Virginia, which is, you know, it literally will take me 10 minutes to drive to DC. My property backs to Potomac. But Appalachia, we're talking Southwest Virginia in the Appalachian Trail. We're talking, almost a century ago. But you had abolition, so the Senate and the Congress outlawed alcohol in the United States. Well, Americans are innovators.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, well, F Congress, F the Senate, whatever.
Do our own thing.
We have customers who have needs. So moonshine came to prominence during Prohibition, right? So I would challenge all of our viewers to watch the film Lawless. And it was a beautiful wild ride. That's a perfect description. And a beautiful wild ride of American history.
I'll check it out.
But, if we were to talk to people today, they'll be like, well, we've got our cis males, we've got our, white supremacists. You know what? I'm not going to say anything. Because I just cannot tolerate the BS anymore.
Chris, you're black. Okay.
I'm black?
Yeah.
Me too.
I guess that makes me the only white guy on the panel now.
All right. You know what? That joke went right over my head. I'm like, all right, what did I do?
Okay, Chris, your time is up.
Okay. Sorry.
It is now time for the rebooted ghost to go.
All right.
Come on, Phil. Go. 3 minutes. Most sadistic.
Okay. So to refresh my memory of what statistic means.
Sadistic? Just probably
Okay.
most
Evil.
Yeah, evil.
Most evil.
I feel like the movie that had Johnny Depp in it was the most evil because for reasons you guys said. That's really it.
Wow. I say you're wrong. You're wrong, Phil.
The one with Johnny Depp in it, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Nice background, Chris.
Okay.
I'm just messing around.
But we
Sorry, guys.
picked the guy from Untouchables, me and Matthew.
Oh, no, I meant like
Chris.
didn't pick the one with Johnny Depp in it? I thought you did.
Donnie Brasco.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Brasco.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's what I meant. The way he said.
The Donnie Brasco movie?
Yeah.
Which guy was evil for you?
Most
Well, I feel like
sadistic.
the one guy the guy that Johnny Depp's character worked for, because you could kind of see
Sonny
how,
Black,
like,
Sonny Red.
Sunny Black. Sunny Red.
yeah, Sonny Black.
Mr.
Because like
Pink.
you can kind of like see how like slowly like more and more Johnny Depp's character was losing himself in, and
So you get from being undercover.
yeah, I know you have to
He was
like have a strong mind too, but you can see how almost like Johnny Depp's character was losing himself in it because the guy that he was working for was manipulating him practically.
Yeah. Wise guy.
Yeah.
Wise guy.
The wise guy, yeah. And so that's pretty much the only reason why I'm picking that movie.
Got it, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
All right. Wow, we got 50 seconds left. Who wants to pipe in?
Why don't you pipe into what your guys was, bro?
I already did. You guys missed it, It's not my fault.
I thought Chris was talking and like you didn't
I'm
say
sorry,
anything.
guys. I realize I've kind of dominated the talking points, but
It's okay.
ignore me from this point
just-
beyond and run with the show, please.
Yeah. No worries. It's what we're doing now. No, I mean, you said Al Pacino. I whispered Al Pacino. No, sorry.
Al Capone.
Wrong. Al Capone.
Al Capone. Yeah.
Maybe Al Pacino in real life is sadistic.
Yeah.
In real life, yeah, who knows, right? He's an
Maybe
actor.
he's really Scarface.
Yeah.
That's right. He's really scar.
Yeah. Pacino is the man is a master.
My pretty friend.
Yeah. Say
Right.
hello to my.
We got another alarm here, so I'll
Yeah,
shut
that
up.
was Phil. You're done. Okay, good job,
Oh,
Phil.
yeah, man.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Round 2.
Mhm.
Is there any redeemable qualities in any of these
Yes,
actors?
I think so.
Yeah.
So I'll go with obviously.
You go first.
I'll go first. I think Al Pacino's character named Lefty has some redeemable qualities because he cared about his son still. He still was a human. He's still
Human.
and he didn't really want to sometimes kill people, but he did it anyways. And so I think that character has redeemable qualities. I'm also gonna say Oscar. The movie Oscar, Snaps Provolone has
You got
redeemable qualities.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Oh,
said
good.
you said
Keep going.
redeemable qualities out of the movies, so I'm doing.
Sorry, you got an extra minute. I forgot to hit the timer.
Oh, okay. And then Oscar, Snaps Provolone has redeemable qualities because he doesn't always. He's just doing it because he's got people that they just want to buy alcohol. So that's the only reason why he's a gangster. So he tried doing what his dad told him to do. Didn't work out for him, and he said sorry, pops. But hopefully in the end, maybe he'll redeem himself. And then in Untouchables, none of the bad guys in Untouchables have any redeemable qualities.
They all got shot.
They were all mafia, and they all died anyways, right? So, and unfortunately, Al Capone didn't change his ways. I wish he would have. But there you go.
Poor guy.
Those are my redeemable qualities for all three
Wow.
movies.
Good job, bro.
Woo, that was a lot of talking in like 2 minutes.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
we got another minute, so I'll cancel your time.
Okay,
And I'll
thank you.
start mine over. Ha! All right.
All right, David. The
Redeemable
floor is
qualities.
yours, bro.
Thank you. Redeemable qualities. It's going to be real short and quick, and someone else can tell me I'm wrong or whatever, beat me up. But the bankers
Yeah.
on Oscar have a redeemable quality. I'm just kidding. No, they don't.
I was gonna say
They're
which
more
one.
crooked than the mob.
Yeah,
The bankers were more crooked. They actually were more
Yeah.
sadistic
Yeah.
than Al Capone.
That's
Anybody who's in central banking are more sadistic than any other human being. Sorry, putting it out there.
All right, David.
They're part of the
I
mafia.
will interject only for 5 seconds.
Okay.
Saying that
I got
there's
2
a
minutes, so you
lot-
can
There's
interject
a
all you
lot
want.
that we don't understand, right?
Mhm.
You
And
know
I
it.
would love to talk with you and Dan offline about so much of the stuff because my writing partner, he literally has family that are made, right?
Mm.
And his career was Air Force counterintelligence.
Oh, wow.
And he's told me so many stories.
I'll
But
be back. I gotta take a leak.
the thing, yeah, yo, I gotta take a leak.
Forget
So
about it.
forget about it, right?
Forget about
All right,
it.
Dan, go potty, man. So,
I hope
so-
you're potty trained.
but so the thing is, right? Most people have never ever heard the story that the Calabrese and the Sicilian mob were actually an extension of American during World War II. They were an extension of American counterintelligence. So the
Makes sense.
mob actually kept Italy from falling into the hands of Mussolini and the Nazis.
Wow.
And we're working on a screenplay right now telling that story.
That's
cool.
So,
awesome.
oh, dude, it is so rich.
Wow.
It's amazing. It's mind blowing that because the mob had such a deep connection and affinity for the United States of America, for the ideals that drove our country to excellence, right? So the mob actually assisted the U.S. military intelligence complex in fighting the Nazi regime during World War II, undermined Mussolini, undermined Hitler in the Italian conflict from Sicily to northern Italy.
Wow.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Perfect timing, Dan.
Yeah.
David.
My
right?
time's
okay.
up.
Go ahead.
And what I forget my answer. Snaps provolone. There you go. Okay. Go, Matthew.
Dan, did you have a good potty, man?
It was wonderful.
Wonderful.
I would say
Flush that hurt around the world.
The flush was yes.
Snaps probably has the most
Yeah.
redeemable quality.
Yeah.
Plus his the son-in-law too. He just wanted to do everything right. I would say that too. The son-in-law and Snaps.
Yeah, there we go. So
Phil's checking his cat.
Awesome. Matthew, that's all you got? Usually you're the nitty gritty.
Yeah, usually you're talking.
come on, Dan. Come on. Guys, hey, don't throw it all in my lap, okay? I don't wanna I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, okay.
The Godfather of P. Yes.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. All right,
Put
man. I like that. The Godfather of P.
Gotta put that on a t-shirt or a hat.
That's the T-shirt. That's right.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk to Jay about that. All right.
All right. Chris, your turn. Go.
My turn. Oh, well, dude, I feel like I've been running my mouth for 2 hours already.
Oh, well.
You got a
All right,
minute. Go.
Okay. So,
You got 3 more minutes to run.
I feel like these films are a reflection on human nature.
That's true.
Primarily, right? So, this is getting personal again, but from my mom's side of the family, my great grandfather, he actually was a deserter from the well, I guess at the time, the only country that existed in a unified form was Yugoslavia or Czechoslovakia, I believe. So he actually left the Czech army or the Yugoslav army, came to the U.S. About 6 months before the fall of communism in Eastern Europe.
Oh, wow.
So he was like, my great grandfather saw the writing on the wall and said, I'm not going to participate in this garbage, these lies, this suppression of humanity. And he came to the United States through Ellis Island, which is a thing I super appreciated watching the Offer, because they showed kind of the reality of what happens, right? You show up to the U.S. on a boat or whatever, and they label you as you're schizophrenic or you are a smallpox carrier or whatever. And
not monkeypox?
Not monkeypox back in that day, right?
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
It was smallpox or whatever, and they would isolate you on Ellis Island, right? So it was very, very true to the story from the perspective of the Godfather, that these characters, it was very real. It was an absolute reality. right? And that's what breaks my heart today.
Good
Is
night, JT.
we're in a place where everyone's like, well, we don't understand racial diversity, or we don't understand economic diversity, or we don't understand any of those things that might exclude, or people from the African continent, right? But
Time's up.
Okay.
You want to finish up a little
done.
bit?
I'm done. Next
Okay.
guest. Yeah.
All right, Phil, your turn.
Phil,
I love the banter.
enlighten us, young man.
I have to go with Oscar with Stallone's character.
Snap.
Where we're talking about the whole like which one can be redeemed or
Yes.
or whatever, right?
Redeemable. Yeah, we're still on that.
Okay, so
Redeemable.
okay, and I'm right. His character from Oscar, because kind of starts out as a hard case, even though he's still a hard case towards the end a bit.
Yep.
But he kind of like loosens up a bit in terms of like who his daughter can marry.
Right.
And he tries, and throughout that movie, he tries to be more of a responsible man. And
respectable.
And respectful, yeah. Respectful man. He tries to be the Boba Fett of this movie.
Now keep going, Phil.
It's better than Boba Fett.
You're on a good tower, bro.
Oh, thank you.
Please.
And even like when he finds out that his daughter is his actual daughter.
Yes.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty funny part.
What a twist!
The whole movie is awesome. I love how
that was.
I love how they
What
played
a
it.
twist!
I don't know.
Twist.
But yeah, I actually liked how he didn't really say "F you, get out of here." He actually accepted her. Because I felt like he was like said "screw you" to her if this happened like towards the beginning of the movie. So I think Oscar or Sylvester Stallone's character
Snaps provolone.
Yeah, Snaps.
Snaps.
Which sounds like he has like his last name is still like a pizza topping.
With the cheese, provolone cheese. Yes.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's my choice for that question.
Sweet.
Excellent.
Excellente.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, hey, there you go.
It reminded me of Much to Do About
45
Nothing.
seconds.
Much to do about nothing.
For some reason, like that kind of like, okay, things are going on.
Much to do about nothing. Yeah.
What's that, Oscar?
Yeah, it reminded me a little of that. If you've ever seen it, but like there was a few years ago they had that play or that movie based off of Shakespeare's play.
Oh, yeah, never saw it. Quite honestly, I didn't see a whole lot of movies since 2020. I picked up some movies here and there, some shows here and there.
Yeah,
But
some. Not too much. There hasn't been much since 2019 happened.
I mean,
right?
I'm going to go see Top Gun soon because I hear it's not
good
woke.
movie. Good
That was a
movie.
really good movie.
Oh, it's a lovely movie.
All right.
Top
Dan,
notch.
you're up. Round 3, everybody. Round 3. Ding,
Round
ding,
3.
ding.
Which mob character is most likable?
There you go.
Well, I'm going to have to say Snaps. Provolone. Because it's a comedy movie, and comedies are very likable.
Does anybody disagree with him?
I love to laugh. Al Pacino's character, Lefty in Donnie Brasco, he was a partially likable character. There were some parts I didn't like, but then there were some parts I did like. Probably for the fact that people used to say that our grandfather used to look like Al Pacino, and always tried to act a little bit like Al Pacino. I think
a little bit, yeah.
So I think I have to kind of go with him a little bit too. because that character there were some aneurysms and some movements.
Wait, did you just say aneurysms?
Did I say aneurysms?
Yeah, you did.
Some aneurysms.
Aneurysms.
I'm
right,
guessing you mean
That's a clip we
mannerisms.
gotta take, man. That's a clip we gotta get.
So,
There's some
Mannerisms.
mannerisms going on here that I
What's
like.
inside the booth talking about?
that's funny.
Peace
Some
to you all.
mannerisms.
Either everybody
Shalom.
picked up on it and nobody said anything because
Yeah.
you didn't want to make him feel bad, but I did because I don't care because I thought it was funny.
I love it. Yeah, so some of his character in the movie kind of did remind me of Grandpa. So there were some parts that were likable, I think. But mainly Stallone's character was the one that I would pick for number one likable character, mob character in these movies. Now, if we're not doing mob characters, I definitely like Kevin Costner's character in Untouchables.
Yeah.
His Untouchables.
Yes.
And I love the little guy. What is his name? The bookkeeper guy. He is so cool. He's fun. He was fun. It saddened me when he died. So, yeah. But yeah, that was a fun. I like all the movies. So, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, I also another likable character in the Untouchables was
You still
Giuseppe.
got time.
Giuseppe was a likable character. The guy who was the rookie cop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
was a
that
cool
whole
guy.
team just played so well with each other.
Yeah,
worked
they
just, you
did.
know.
They did. Same with Sean Connery.
Yeah, I was gonna say Sean Connery.
Nick.
That's right. Untouchables.
The Irish.
Very good.
So yeah.
That's a movie. I don't know how you can replicate that movie. I don't know.
Anyways,
how that would
your
happen.
time's up. So
Damn.
You know,
Oh,
that
the
would be really
crickets didn't
tough.
go off, so I wasn't sure.
I know something happened.
Oh,
So-
geez.
We'll
My
start
time's
my time and then I'll hand it over to Matthew because mine's real short.
Okay, go ahead.
Most likable, I like Snaps Provolone, and I like pretty much all the good guys in the Untouchables. They were the most likable. So,
Yes.
Yes,
and
yes.
on to you, Matthew.
Yep, snaps. Sean Connery's character was great because he was just
Malone.
He didn't take any BS. He's like, you really want to do this? Once you go through this door, that's it.
Yep. There's no
Okay,
turning
let's do
back.
it.
That's right.
No, you can't do this. This is no good here.
Yeah.
But Snaps is probably the favorite of it all. You're like, it's Stallone, it's Rocky.
That's
I want
right.
a hug from him.
Exactly. Who doesn't like Snaps
Yeah.
Provolone? Snaps Provolone.
Provolone.
Okay, boss. Don't call me boss. Okay, boss.
Okay, boss.
And running
No.
up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
I was like, that's it.
All right.
Yep.
That's it. Okay.
The
Chris, you're
Fanucci
up.
brothers. Fanucci.
Chris, I will give you 3 minutes, a full 3 minutes. Here we go. Go, Chris.
Okay, my friends, colleagues, fellow believers in Christ.
Are you accepting an award?
the elect-
What's going on here?
This last weekend of my life has been absolutely profound. I have been
Exciting.
gifted funding for a film called 3 Days in Hell. And I'm humble, reserved.
That doesn't sound so
But-
humble. Just joking.
All right, bro. Dan. No,
what'd you say?
I understand, but it's been a year in the works. Okay.
So you're excited. Yeah, I feel you.
Excited might be a slight understatement, but
Yeah, right.
I feel like we've come to a pardon my French, hiccups. It's one of those projects where you realize once in a lifetime. Pardon me. Wow.
No worries. We all get them.
I feel like we're on a brilliant track to touch people's lives who either have not considered the case for Christ, and I'll pay homage to Lee Strobel.
Yeah, that's good.
But talking to my producers, one of the things that we agreed on is trying to find a broad spectrum or broad medium group of believers, whether you're Catholic or Protestant, because this is about eternity.
That's right.
And we very, 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 very much want to put out in the public space a project where people can follow the mercy of God and crawl to God's grace through the resurrection.
It's good.
Yeah.
But I have not had a lot of conversation with Mel Gibson, but Mel is very, very excited about what we're doing. He's very committed to what we're doing, and we'll see how it turns out, because Mel has 2 working scripts for the Resurrection of the Christ, the sequel, if you will.
Right.
His brother, Mel's brother, has written 1 script, and Randall Wallace. And Randall, oh my lord, Randall is a talented mofo. Thin Red Line, Braveheart, Patriot.
Yeah, he did. He's
the
a great
first
writer.
Passion, yes, yeah. So we've got a lot. We've got a lot in the works.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, but it's not a walk in the park. So I would absolutely covet prayers from all of you.
Definitely. Nothing ever really is a walk in the park when you're making movies for Jesus.
Nope.
Just ask Dallas Jenkins.
Well, and Dallas, and he's been a godsend, because one of the things we want very much to do is film some of our endeavors and inquisitories as related to. Sorry.
No worries.
Making Passion of the Christ into part 2, Resurrection, a spiritually deep and or fulfilling experience for the average film goer, right?
Yeah.
But I can tell every one of you gentlemen here, Dan, David, Matthew, Phil, you're a good man. Please don't be so hard on yourself.
Thanks, man.
Promise me right here, you will not be too hard on yourself. Okay. There's a lot I probably observe on Twitter that I don't not interact with, but I will tell you, God has a plan. God has a purpose. God has intention. And this, our live streams, which are fun, which are beneficial and important and uplifting to people. But I will say that he has much bigger plans than any of us can even imagine.
Yep.
Okay?
So true.
So I would covet the prayers of you and your friends and your followers on Twitter, and Instagram and Facebook and whatever. We are going to drop to the world in the next 12 months a film that will radically attack and radically undermine what Americans primarily Americans will consider a path to salvation.
Good.
Okay? But having said all that, it never ever goes without suggestion or correction that this path has far more to do with individual responsibility than anything else. Okay?
Yep.
Okay?
Mhm.
All right. I love you guys. I hope I've been a beneficial contribution
Oh yeah,
to our discussion tonight.
Oh yeah.
definitely.
All right.
Definitely.
So,
But
Phil,
I truly, truly treasure the time we get to spend together.
awesome.
Amen.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you,
That's all I have to say.
Phil.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Ready for this?
I'm ready.
Yes,
This
sir.
this gonna be so unexpected for all of y'all in the chat right now. Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Phil's most
Yes,
likable.
sir.
Here we go.
Phil's
Okay.
most likable.
Here's
Yep.
my most likable character. I'm only going to refer to this guy because I don't remember his name in the movie. But Pizza Man.
Pizza Man. Yep.
Pizza Man.
Yeah, Pizza Man.
Pizza
The
Man.
provolone, or however you pronounce his last name.
Yep.
Oh,
Provolone.
you're talking about
Provolone.
Snaps?
Snaps. There we go. Snaps.
Pizza Man.
Provolone.
I was gonna say
You're like,
Pizza
wait a
Man.
minute, are we talking about the Ninja Turtles now again, or what's going on here?
The Pizza Man, Turtle Man.
Wow, you did blow us away with
I was
that
hoping
one.
that Dan would at least get it. When I said Pizza Man, because I had a brain for him be Snaps. But yeah, Snaps. For
Splinter.
the same reason as Dan.
Splinter.
Splinter.
What?
Yeah. You're all good, Phil.
Oh,
Keep us going, bro.
Yeah, you got a minute left. Anything else you want to say?
But if you're talking about, I'm going to go the route of Dan here. And if you're going to talk about non-mobsters, then Johnny Depp's character.
Yep. Well,
There you go.
Johnny's a talented man, but
Oh yeah.
And all the extra
if I want anyone to take away anything from our discussion this evening, is that the mob is a reflection of human interaction.
Mhm.
Okay, it's not good, it's not evil. It's just it is what it is, right?
Mhm.
Well,
I'll leave it at that.
I don't use guns to tell people what to do.
Yeah, yeah.
I just
No,
tell 'em
but
what to
that,
do.
I use
Dan-
I use
Listen,
guns to tell
listen,
people
Dave.
what to do.
yeah,
I use super
I
soakers.
respect that.
See,
but
I don't use guns to tell people
I'm
what to
saying it just.
I got a
it's-
lightsaber.
It's an allegory for human interaction,
Yeah, no, I'm just
I
messing.
got
good or bad. Okay.
you.
Oh yeah.
We got it.
Mhm.
It's kind of like Star Wars. That's a mob
Yep.
story.
Yeah,
Kinda
it
is,
is.
It really,
It
is.
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
it's family-run business.
Yep.
You know, father, then son.
What's Star Wars?
Right? When Star Wars. This day and age, we don't know what really Star Wars is anymore.
What is that? Is that a
No.
cartoon?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's something about a war in the stars. I'm guessing. With
Oh, cool.
space
War-
wizards.
Oh,
with laser
Phil,
swords.
your time is up. So sorry.
Ooh, shiny.
Oh, okay.
May the sword be with you.
Yes.
the
may the
Schwartz
sword-
be
All
with
right,
you.
all right. I got a special round for you all. This was not in notifications. Special
Oh, sweet.
round. Round 4 is, and anybody can pipe in at any time, whatever you want to do. Which was the best story from all 3 of the movies? Let's not talk at once.
Oh man, it's a toss up between Untouchables and Oscar. I mean, I did like Donnie
Fair enough.
Brasco too because it's based on a true story, but Untouchables is also kind of based on true
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
I don't know.
With
It's
a little bit of Hollywood
with
finesse.
a little Hollywood, yeah.
Mhm.
I'll have to say Oscar then because Oscar has all Hollywood, not based on a true story, and it's all fictional. So there you go. I'll just go right there.
Too bad Oscar didn't have like a musical set to it.
Oh, I know, right?
That would be cool.
A musical.
Bust out dancing.
Yep.
All
All right, gentlemen. It was an absolute honor to be with you all tonight. Thank you. Dan?
Chris, you gotta go, huh?
Yeah, man.
right, Chris.
Right, forget about it.
Well, also
Bless you
talk
Forget
guys.
about it.
Have a
Chris.
good night, okay?
You too.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah,
you
Thanks
too.
for being
All right.
on, Chris. We love you, man.
Love you too. All right, thank you.
We'll be praying.
All right, bye.
Bye.
See ya.
And now there's 4.
And then there was 4.
Oh yeah.
Matthew, which story was your favorite, man?
I would probably go with Untouchables. I kind of think of like what movie would I watch over and over again. I would watch The Untouchables over and over again.
Yeah,
easily.
definitely would.
Yeah, I would say The Untouchables out of all 3.
Mhm.
Nice. Phil, what about you?
See, I'm tempted to say Untouchables as well, but since more of a since I'll gravitate more towards comedy, Oscar.
Nice.
Apparently, no one really thought that Donnie Brasco, based on a true story, was that well written.
That was real. That was really. That's second place for me.
Well, in my opinion, it wasn't really that well written. Like, it could have been written better to show the story, I guess, longer or something. Because it was weird. It jumped. It, jumped to, oh, you've been in for 2 years. Wait a minute, 2 years? I thought you just got on there within, the 5 minutes, And I'm like, It was kind of like, it didn't give me time to really see that. He's been
Now
in
in today's age, now we can have the extended cut. Having all the current actors get de-aged and do the extended cut.
True.
Pull a Zack Snyder on us. Mm-hmm.
What is that called? What do they do with the computer-generated faces? What's it
Oh,
called?
D-face or something like that?
Yeah.
Face off.
Deep face? Deep fake.
Deep fake.
That's what it is.
Yes, they could pull a Luke Skywalker on us and have the actors appear younger. There you
That's
go.
it. See, there you go. Deep fake it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Luke Skywalker didn't look good.
My favorite story of them
Who's
all
Luke Skywalker?
is Oscar.
Yes.
Groundwalker.
Groundwalker.
Oscar's your favorite, huh, bro? Why
Yeah,
is
man.
that? Why?
Because it's on my background.
That doesn't mean that. Why? Tell me why.
All right, I'll tell you why Oscar's my favorite.
Yeah.
Little to no swearing in it, like no cussing. They
I
actually
didn't
talk,
realize that.
they talk more like, I don't know. It's just
New
cleaner
Like
for me.
Stallone.
It's just cleaner for me.
Right.
I'll be honest with you guys. I got through like 15, 20 minutes of Donnie Brasco, and I couldn't handle it anymore. It was getting to my stomach.
It was a lot of swearing. You're right.
And then just watching Johnny Depp go from, trying to take down the bad guy to becoming the bad guy, basically. because he got too involved.
Right.
The poor little Japanese guy. What did he do? He didn't do anything wrong. Just take off your shoes. Take off your shoes.
He
And
didn't want to
if Johnny
because he
Depp
had a
did,
wire stuck in his shoe, so he didn't want to take them
so
off.
he had a wire on him. I can't take off my shoes. I can't take off my shoes, Sonny. Sonny, I can't do it. My feet, I can't. No, Sonny. And Sonny's like, yeah, that's right. No one's taking off their shoes. You take off your shoes.
Yeah, you could have slapped you.
poor little Japanese guy. He's like, it's tradition. You have to do it.
Yeah.
Then they take him into the men's bathroom and just beat the snot out of him.
Here's what didn't sit well with me is why didn't they just walk out and be like, okay, we'll go somewhere else to eat?
Because they're the mob.
That make no sense.
Boom. They're the mob.
Because it said in the script to do that.
Right.
They had to make a statement in the 70s. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the 1970s of New York City is now very similar to the 2020s of New York City. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, Whitey. Welcome.
Whitey.
Thanks for stopping by for the last 2 seconds.
I want a flamethrower.
Yeah, we all want a flamethrower.
That was so cool. I saw that.
See, I'm in the works of having a flamethrower that throws out cotton candy. You're welcome.
Hey.
Thrower.
Mm-hmm.
Cotton candy thrower.
Packaging root, man. No. Well, thank you. Thank you, Dave. I wish you didn't say that in front of these two guys.
Oh, you're getting a flamethrower? That's
Yes.
nice.
What?
Dave, now you got to make 2 more.
And I'm having the inside the booth logo, of course, on it. And since Tabitha decides to be a ghost on us tonight, I'll have her.
Well, you did mention it's Man Flix month, right? This is
Yeah.
Well,
this is masculinity month.
Have you seen her being gender bent?
Huh?
Tabitha could be gender bent. She could be a Tom.
No.
Dreaming Tom. There we go.
Nobody wants to dream about Tom. Unless it's Tom.
Aw, Dave's such a nice guy. He goes, I'll work on it. How many do you guys need?
Yo.
1 for Matthew, 1 for David, probably 1 for Tabitha.
Oh,
this guy down here would
put
probably
it to
like
my
1.
address if you're gonna put it to Tabitha, and then for me as well.
So that's
everyone.
What? 4 more, Dave. We'll send you some money if we can make some.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That'd be nice.
Dave will probably do it for free, but it'll take him a little longer.
This was a nice rumble, guys. It was very peaceable, quiet.
It was
missing the campfires, though. Nobody had a campfire in any of these movies.
Campfires in any of these.
The campfires were the guns going off.
That don't count. Like the closest thing to a campfire was when in Untouchables they were in a cabin waiting.
Yep, that's it. And they didn't put a fire on because they didn't want to let their
blame Canada.
Let their
that's right
presence be known.
Hey, just remember, I am from Canada.
That's
blame
it.
Canada.
So Dave says,
"Oh, Justin Trudeau."
Just to let you guys know, you'll be painting that. He'll send it, but you got to paint it.
All right.
Mine won't get painted.
Sounds like too much work. Painting it.
I just don't have paint.
I'll paint mine.
I'm not.
Just
I'm
get
not
a spray
like
paint.
you guys.
Yeah, spray, 2
buildy
a black spray paint and a silver spray paint. That's all you really need.
There you go.
All right, good for you, bro.
Bye.
You'll have it done. I won't. It'll be whatever color it comes in.
But it'll be fun anyways.
Okay, -1. Hey, that ain't right. That ain't right. Just because I don't paint, dude. Seriously.
See, that's why. That's why
that has to paint it. So he's gonna paint it for you.
Oh, are you? Oh, I thought it was -1 because I don't
take away 1.
Yeah,
because
I can't paint.
Because you can't. Because you don't know how to paint.
See, this is why in the series of
but you can clean a window well.
I sure can.
He's a window washer.
He's a
window
washer.
washer.
When
See, and
I'm
this is
window
why
washing.
in a series of like in the world of reboots, inside the booth, try to go the Disney route and have the ghost rebooted. Out came me without paint.
Nice.
But it will cost you,
Somebody
buddy. It
understands
will
me.
cost you.
Yes, Dave, I understand you. I knew what you meant.
Wow. Very cool. Well, guys,
So, yeah,
it's
there's
been
that.
fun, but
It was
now it's
good
time for me to
movies.
run.
Yeah, good movies. I guess it's time to go. So, what do we say? Thanks, everybody, for coming in.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Watching our stuff. Thanks to Chris for being on.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
thanks for Phil and Matthew and David for being on. And, and thanks for me for being on.
Yeah, thanks for you for being on, bro.
Why not? Why not? Thank myself.
Way to run this whole thing, this
And
whole
thank you to
shebang.
Tabitha for being here in spirit.
Thanks,
Yes.
Whitey, for coming on at the end.
And
saying-
offering us flamethrowers.
and offering flamethrowers.
Yeah, thank you for pulling out Luke Skywalker moment on us.
Whatever Phil said sounds good. All right. Thank you, Dave. I was dressing for the occasion of mafia films. But,
I dressed for the
Yeah, it's
occasion
nice.
too, right here. Get
Sweet.
yourself some merch.
I
Yeah.
also dressed kind of for the occasion because bow ties are cool.
Yeah.
That's
Get
it.
yourself
And everybody.
pray. Hey,
Right.
wait. And come and see.
Yeah.
Come and see. Yep. And don't forget,
You gotta tell them Silent Breed is people!
It is people.
that's it. Don't forget that. And then, yeah.
Matt does
Uh,
win.
And here's your merchandise.
What is this place? What is it that you do here? Merchandising. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That it is beautiful. Thanks, guys, for being here. God bless you. We'll see you later.